It was a hot summer's day on the island of Sodor. The engines were busy taking freight cars full of slate from the quarry. The heat and dust made their axles ache.
We've shunted every freight car in the quarry today,
wheezed Skarloey.
but I'm too thirsty to feel useful.
Complained Peter Sam. The summer sunshine made people thirsty too. The refreshment lady was keeping very busy at the refreshment stand. The next day, Sir Topham Hatt had news for Peter Sam. The refreshment lady needs a place for another refreshment stand.
I can find her a beautiful place.
I knew it. It will be a piece of cake.
But refreshment stands don't live in cakes.
It's just my way of saying it will be fun and easy to find the right place, dear.
Peter Sam puffed along to the Woodland Way. And the old Castle Causeway. And the Whispering Waterfall.
Thank you, Peter Sam,
said the refreshment lady.
but I don't know what to do. I can't make up my mind. What a shame I can't build a refreshment stand in each place.
Peter Sam was very disappointed. He didn't feel useful. That night there was a storm. Lightning flashed and thunder crashed. The rain poured down. All the engines were talking excitedly about the storm, except Peter Sam. He was thinking about the refreshment lady's stand. The next morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to the sheds. Peter Sam, I want you to go and help Rusty clear the storm damage.
Yes, sir,
Peter Sam said and hurried away. At last he thought he could be really useful. Peter Sam soon found Rusty. The storm had swept the shed onto the line.
Driver says this shed is useless now.
It's not a shed,
Exclaimed Peter Sam.
it's an old railway coach.
And that gave him an idea. Back at the yards, his driver spoke to Sir Topham Hatt.
Peter Sam thinks this old coach could be a refreshment stand.
I'll have Jem take a look. I'm sure he can repair it, agreed Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt was right. In no time at all, the old coach had turned into a refreshment stand on wheels. The refreshment lady could hardly believe her eyes.
Oh, it's beautiful. I told you it would be a piece of cake.
Sir Topham Hatt paused for a moment. With many cakes in it, I'm sure. Then he turned to Peter Sam. And you shall pull the refreshment stand special.
I'll be proud to, sir,
replied Peter Sam. Now the refreshment lady serves refreshments at all her favorite places. At Woodland Way, the old Castle Causeway, and Whispering Waterfall. Peter Sam is a happy engine.
I told you it would be a piece of cake.